The news network for the people, combating the mainstream media.
Trump issues new guidelines to stem the coronavirus spread. President Trump on Monday urged the public to avoid discretionary travel, frequenting restaurants or bars, attending school in person, and gathering in groups of 10 or more. A dramatic message meant to curb the spread of the pandemic caused by the coronavirus that has infected thousands of Americans and brought daily life to a halt in countries around the world. Quote, "My administration is recommending that all Americans, including the young and healthy, work to engage in schooling from home when possible, avoid gathering in groups of more than 10 people, avoid discretionary travel, and avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public food courts," end quote, Trump said. Now, the president warned that such social distancing measures could be necessary until midsummer, until the pandemic washes through. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, later clarified that the federal government expected the virus would continue to pose a major threat through midsummer, though the administration's recommendations were only applicable for the next 15 days. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, said that while some people may perceive the guidelines as inconvenient or going too far, they reflect a deteriorating assessment of the containment efforts and should be taken seriously. Now, the White House gave the country a 15-day window to flatten the soaring curve of the infection, but some disease modelers see a trajectory that could create a crisis similar to Italy that would start to overwhelm the U.S. healthcare system in about 10 days. Fauci called the 15 days a trial period for the guidelines to be reconsidered. Quote, "It isn't that these guidelines are now going to be in effect until July," end quote, he clarified. He continues, "What the president was saying is the trajectory of the outbreak may go until then," end quote. Now, Trump called for governors in states with evidence of community transmission to close schools in affected and surrounding areas. Bars, restaurants, food courts, gyms, and other venues where groups of people congregate should also be closed in states with evidence of community transmission. Now, among the other guidelines, if someone in your house has tested positive, keep the entire household at home. Do not go to work or school. If you are an older person, stay home and away from other people. If you have a serious underlying health condition, stay home and away from others. Avoid discretionary travel, shopping trips, and social visits. Avoid eating or drinking in restaurants, bars, and food courts. Use drive-through pickup and delivery options. Do not visit nursing homes or retirement or long-term care facilities unless you are there to provide critical assistance. Practice good hygiene, such as washing your hands, especially after touching frequently used items or surfaces. And most importantly, avoid touching your face.